Hey everybody, and welcome to Bryan the Writer. Continuing on my series of videos where I'm talking about the books that I have currently, kind of filming my elevator pitches as it was, or as it were. I decided that what I was going to do is combine these two together since they fit nice and neatly into one genre. So today I'm going to talk about my novels Crimson Tassels and Riapoke. Now these are both horror novels, and horror novels in more of the classic sense. They're more along the line of what I would call paranormal horror. These are not for younger kids. I definitely wave them away from these two when I'm selling them. Also, there tends to be some things that are more mature in terms of what's being portrayed. So definitely for the more mature group of readers out there. So let's start with Crimson Tassels. Crimson Tassels features very young Jack and Elizabeth. And Jack and Elizabeth they're freshly moved from the East Coast. They moved from Virginia to a little town in the middle of Illinois in corn country, which actually, if you see the name Crimson Tassels, you see in the picture there's some bloody tassels on the corn, hence the name Crimson Tassels. They settle into this new home that has been boarded up. Well, it's not new, it's actually old. It's been there for 30 years, but it's been all boarded up. So I always like to tell people, spoiler alert, never, ever buy and move into a home that's been boarded up for 30 years. It's always a terrible idea. So they get settled in there, and things start to go very wrong very quick. Anyway, I get a lot of very good feedback about this book. The people who traditionally love horror seem to gravitate towards this one. I sell a lot of this, and I think actually part of it is because it is a great, this actual cover is really great. A lot of color, a lot of, the orange sort of pops nicely, but it's also a great book. So I get a lot of emails back from people who have read it and really, really enjoyed it. So the next book I want to talk about is Riapoke. Interesting story. Those of you who have been with me for a while will remember that Riapoke, when it first came out, actually had a different cover on it completely. The problem is the cover itself was not resonating with people, so I had to kind of shake it up a little bit. I went out and talked to another company and found a different cover for it. I think this one works much, much better. This storyline, its main characters are Megan and Kyle. Now, Megan is the mother, Kyle is the son, and they don't have a ton of money, so they sign up for, every year they want to go to a resort. They sign up for the cut rate deals, like when somebody cancels at the last minute. Well, this year it just so happens that somebody does, so they get a room, a nice cut rate deal at the resort, so they head up there. Along the way, they stop at a truck stop for dinner, and they meet kind of a strange old trucker who tells them, if you're going up to Lake Oleander, where the resort is, stay out of the town of Riapoke, the book's namesake. He said, Riapoke is an unusual place. They don't really like visitors. There's really nothing there for you anyway. Just stay out of the town. But you stay out of the town, you'll be okay. So Megan and Kyle continue on their way, and they make it up to the resort and get all settled in, and they decide to take a boat ride. So they get a little boat, take it out on the lake. Very nice day. Well, a storm suddenly creeps up on them, and they find themselves in a boat that not only won't continue to run, but it's filling with water very fast. It sinks. They have to swim for it, and that's when things get really bad. So anyway, I get a lot of really good feedback on this one too. People seem to really enjoy Riapoke. So anyway, this is highly recommended by people who like horror. A lot of people point out that there's a church, but I don't know if it shows up that well in the video. But there's also a dream catcher here. So definitely more of the spiritual, paranormal side going on here. So anyway, that's all I have for the rest of the series. So that's all my books now, I believe. I'm going to do another video shortly here talking about kind of what's going on with Bryan the Writer right now, because there's a lot of different things happening all at once. I've got lots of projects going on, so I'm going to get that out there for people to see. But anyway, thank you very much, and have a great day. Bye.